This is my game Omnipresence. It's a fast-paced movement shooter where you play as a virus who can take control of any robot. Your only goal is to destroy them all. I've been working on this game for a month now, and just looking at it every week, you can really see how huge the progress I've been making is. If you think this sounds interesting, which it definitely should, then go wishlist it on Steam. So I made this really ugly meter in the bottom left last week, and some of you pointed out just how much of an eyesore it is, including NSKA, who suggested I should go back to the timer, and I agree. So I did that, and now you actually get to watch seconds of your life tick by while contemplating why you're still sitting inside playing video games. On the topic of UI, I also decided that we need some more immersion, so I made the virus side of the HUD slowly appear when you switch, in order to make it look like the virus is slowly trying to access all the data. And when you switch, the robot side will quickly realize that there's a virus on board and try to destroy it using its antivirus. Now, I asked for suggestions on what the main mechanic should be called, and I'm gonna need you guys to vote for which one you prefer. My two favorites are System Override, or SO for short, and Omni Switch, which gets bonus points for referencing the name of the game. So let me know which one you prefer. It somehow took me this long to realize that the map is way too small for a game where you can't even move, let alone a movement shooter. So I made it more expansive to be able to test out the movement more. I really like the layout of this map actually, and I'll try make some more cool props to add to make it look less like the average AAA game, I mean prototype, and more like an actual game. And this is about when I got fed up with how terrible the AI was. Without going into too much detail, up until now I literally told the enemies just to move towards the player and constantly shoot, hoping they hit the player. So basically the average teammate in a competitive game. I started to remake it, and that's when I realized I have no idea how to do AI, but I'm also stubborn, so instead of looking up tutorials, I decided it would be a good idea to just sit at my computer for hours until I figure it out on my own. The new design was that the enemy has an invisible bubble around them, and when the player is not in the bubble, the enemy will just walk around aimlessly. They pick these random points on the map, and once the player goes into their bubble, they will walk towards the player, but only until they have line of sight, and then they will attack. This change made the enemies feel less like COD zombies and actually made the game a lot more fun. Comment below what your favorite game is and let me know why it's Omnipresence. And there's a lot to learn from them, such as how they instinctively follow the subscribe button until they get close enough to press it. Anyways, while watching Gilbert's new video, I realized that his cube feels better to shoot than my guns, so I worked on adding a little bit more juice to the shooting, and I definitely think it made a huge difference. The revolver might give the average person motion sickness, but let me also remind you that this is a movement shooter. Okay, yeah, I'll probably make the recoil a bit weaker. I also added some placeholder sounds to the guns just to make your immersion even higher, and a reload sound I recorded myself using my illegally sourced firearms. Here's how my guns feel now compared to how they felt before. Now, people might be saying, oh, but how will I know if I'm about to die? And to that I say, a ton of glitch effects on your screen, which I got from this package. And it looks awesome. It makes me want to die. Wait, no, it makes me want to get close to dying so I can see the cool effect. And you can actually switch to another robot last second to save yourself, which is where this next idea comes in. NSKA suggested that the player should be rewarded if they choose to take the risk of switching late. I really love this idea, and it adds an extra layer to an already interesting mechanic. I'm thinking that if you leave it to like the last second, maybe the shutdown protocol of the robot is so close to finish that even if you switch out, the robot dies. I don't have this in the game yet because I really want to hear what you guys think of this idea, so maybe just give me some of your own ideas as well, and maybe I'll add them. And Gekomon told me to add mustard, so here's your mustard. You're welcome. I'm thinking I'll leave these in the game in out of bounds areas just as a little Easter egg, and maybe have a Steam achievement if you shoot them all. I was also told that the sideways gun isn't that good, so EpicCam12 asked me to make it upside down, and I love the idea. It makes the screen look so much more clear, and it just gives my game an incredibly unique feel. Just kidding, I'm leaving it sideways and there's absolutely nothing you guys can do about it. All jokes aside, well, maybe not all of them, but I got a comment to add a movement feature where if enemies get too close to you, you can jump off them to gain distance. I really liked it, so I added it in, but there's no feedback for now. It's a bit hard to keep track of, but I like how it feels. You might also notice that I've added some assets I made into the map, such as this railing, pillar, floor thingy. Don't ask me what it is, it just looks cool. I then worked on a shotgun reload because I really want to have a new reload done for every devlog, you know, just to keep you guys coming back, please. I had to make some shells for it, which I think turned out pretty nice, and it feels really good in the game. But me being the genius that I am, I accidentally deleted the original file, so I can't make any more changes to how the animation looks, which means I'll have to remake it eventually. That's a problem for future me. I think we can all agree that the SMG is a bit too powerful right now, but I'm not gonna nerf it. Where's the fun in that? So I'm gonna make it so that the enemies with stronger weapons have a stronger antivirus, giving you less time to use the weapon. I should become a game developer or something. Also, I saw a GDC talk where the person said not to release my game unless I have at least 7,000 wishlists on Steam, so you guys better get started right now if you want to see Omnipresence released. I have more devlogs coming up, so make sure not to subscribe. Wait, what? Thank you for watching.